6, 5, 4. Command engine start. 2, 1.
Max Q is confirmed. Beautiful burn on that BE3 engine. Liquid hydrogen
Mach 1.
and liquid oxygen as the propellant. It's a nice, not just clean in terms of beautifully performing, but what comes out of it, it's steam, right? Whew. To see the glow of the engine underneath the rocket, just under our shoulders, and to know that we've got a crew that is going to space, it just feels different, doesn't it, Gary?
It is totally different.
We are watching history. The first unpiloted suborbital flight with an all-civilian crew.
In the middle
2 minutes in the air now.
There.
Tom, at what point do we see that capsule start to separate from the rocket booster?
I think that'll occur, I think, at about the 6-minute mark, Craig, but I don't have the exact timeline. I think we should just make the point to the viewer who's watching, and that the female voice you hear is the voice of Blue Origin's Mission Control. This is not NASA. This is not a government entity that is providing us that kind of data straight from NASA. This is, of course, a private company providing us their narration, and so we're very mindful of that. But you're going to get spectacular views here, and you're going to get the engineering expertise, of course, as well, from Blue Origin's own Mission Control.
Unreal. Awaiting separation here.
Ron Guerin is also with me, of course. Ron, former NASA astronaut, F-16 fighter pilot. Ron, what's happening right now inside that cabin? What are those astronauts feeling? What are they seeing?
And here we are. You can start to see.
Well, they had the engine cut off, and so they went from feeling like they were being pushed back in their chair with an elephant sitting on their chest to being weightless. And so I think they're probably getting ready to unstrap. The whole way up, they saw that view out the window, and they're probably marveling right now at the indescribable beauty of our planet and the thinness of the atmosphere and the curvature of the Earth. And I hope they're having a wonderful time.
Ron, there are so few people who have seen that view that you and other astronauts have enjoyed. Can you describe it at all for us?
Yeah, I think what I experienced in space the first time I looked out the window was an indescribable feeling of gratitude. Gratitude for the opportunity to see the planet from that vantage point, and gratitude for the planet that we've been given. And I think in a way that I won't be able to fully explain, being physically detached from the Earth made me feel deeply interconnected and deeply interdependent with everyone on it. I think I saw the true unity of our planet, the true unity of our species, and all those things we fight over and quarrel over, all those things we think are so important, kind of blurred into insignificance in the face of that indescribable beauty.
Any moment now, we're told that that capsule is going to separate from the rocket booster. And Mr. Costello, at what point will these civilian astronauts begin to experience that weightlessness?
Yeah, they'll get it pretty darn quickly, and I'm trying to listen into Mission Control as well, because she's our best source on exactly what's happening up there. As we mentioned earlier, we have been waiting for more details from Blue Origin. Some of that they hold close to the vest. So the best description of what's happening.
1 minute warning. 1 minute warning.
Yeah, I think that's.
Let's try to listen into Blue Origin.
I think we're
Mission
hearing them
Control
right
for
now.
just a bit. Let's try to listen in.
So good.
Get that one?
Got it. Let's see if I can see the boost.
Yeah, this,
Oh, yeah.
this.
Little bit. I cannot. Oh, wow. You got to take a moment to do that. Okay, get in. We got to get in. Do the roll.
Oh, man, Dad, look at this. It's dark up here.
Oh, wow.
Craig, so we are hearing them floating inside the capsule and taking the photographs of each other.
Everybody in?
First status check.
We don't have the video of that just yet, Tom, but what we can do is describe on the right side of your screen, you are seeing that capsule.
All for status check.
It has, as you can see there, detached from the rocket booster. That's precisely what's supposed to happen. And in just a few moments, you'll see 3 parachutes as well, bringing that capsule back to the ground.
And when I mentioned the 6-minute mark, that I meant to say that's at about the point that they get back into their seats. I think that's where we are now.
Astronaut Bezos.
Now keep in mind, we're going to probably get shots of the rocket coming back down and the space capsule separately, parachuting down.
That's what we're looking at on the right side of the screen. That rocket booster is descending.
Copy.
Yeah. That's right. You're looking at the rocket booster. It'll come back down, land on a pad here, back down in West Texas, separately, followed by the space capsule, which will be under parachutes.
Thank you again,
So a
everybody,
phenomenal
for
shot of
joining
the
us live
rocket
for our
booster
first
coming
human
back
flight
down.
on New Shepard. So far, phenomenal flight. Our booster
And
is
what you
about
just
to
heard here was a
return
sonic
to its
boom
landing pad. There
as
we
the
see
rocket
engine
comes back down to
relights.
Earth.
The sonic boom.
My goodness. And the booster has landed. The booster's on the ground, Tom.
And booster touchdown. Welcome back, New Shepard. A beautiful rocket that provided a beautiful flight to space.
Bullseye, right on the
My
landing pad.
goodness. Stuck the landing. And Tom, that capsule should follow here in roughly 3 minutes, correct?
That's exactly right. So, and they will pull those chutes.
There
And
it is,
as
our
that capsule is
crew
coming
with our
back
four
down, it'll
crew members
hit
on
3.7.
You have a very happy crew up here.
Mach 3.7 initially as it comes back down, and then the chutes will come out, and they will eventually slow to 16 miles per hour. And as it comes within about 20 feet of Earth, they will fire some retro rockets that will slow it even further as it has a very soft landing in the West Texas sand. And there are the
parachutes.
a lot of sand. There are the chutes.
All 3 parachutes. Tom, do stand by for me once again. We are joined now by space royalty.
So far, a nominal
Mae
flight.
Jemison is with
Here
me, former
comes
NASA
the crew
astronaut,
capsule
the
back from
first
space.
woman of color in
The
space.
drogues deployed.
in
Here are the mains
1992,
out, reefing
part of
and
that
coming
first
to full
crew after the Challenger
inflation.
explosion in '86.
Our
May
rocket
the
went over
4
Mach
civilians who are inside that capsule that are about to touch down here on the third rock from the sun, what are they thinking right now? What are they feeling right now?
back here in West Texas.
Well, I can't tell you exactly, but if it was me, I would have this big smile on my face and probably wanting to do it all over again. I think what they've done is to see something that is an incredible view, and also to have an experience that, we don't often have in life. I was thinking about the excitement with this. It was because the rocket, you get to see all of the things that go on the flight for a short period of time, and the adrenaline that goes with it. I think they're just excited and wanting to tell the story when they get back.
And what a story they will have, a lifetime of stories. Mae Jemison, do stand by as we watch Jeff Bezos, his younger brother Mark,
touchdown, almost like
Wally
just sitting in
Funk,
the chair.
the oldest woman to ever go into space, and Oliver Damon,
But I'm
all
sure
of them
their adrenaline is pumping now.
about to touch down in the West Texas desert.
And touchdown. Welcome back, New Shepard's first human crew. What a
Welcome
flight.
back to Earth, first step. Congratulations to all of you.
What a day, what a day.
Very happy group of people on this capsule. We're
Mission
so grateful
complete.
to everybody who made this possible.
Mission accomplished. And now we watch and wait.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Copy, first step. You have a very happy Capcom here as well. Let's do a status check. Astronaut Oliver. Copy. Astronaut demo.
Astronaut demo. I am unbelievably good.
Copy.
Love you, Jeff. Blue Controls, Bezos, best day ever.
Copy, everyone. Go ahead and remain in your seats. Crew member 7 is on their way. Shortly, you will hear the capsule off-gassing.
Wow. Did anybody have to start out the application? I didn't. We had. No, they thought they did. We'll find out. It's okay. I had. My main mission was accomplished. I didn't kick anyone.
That was only about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We were listening to Blue Origin Mission Control. You can see Mission Control there. Mr. Costello, it would seem as if it went off without a hitch.
210 feet.
Yeah, and I think we heard their excitement in their voices. I think I just heard Wally Funk say she'd been floating for 5 minutes, which has just exceeded her expectations. Obviously, a great experience. And I got to think also about this 18-year-old Dutch kid, Oliver, who 2 weeks ago was between high school and college, and suddenly he's on a rocket going to the edge of space. So what a game changer this has been for him. What they're going to do now is make sure that all safety protocols are followed. They offload any gases, you heard them say, and then they're going to come in very quickly, or are coming in very quickly, I should say, right now, with the ground support team in trucks. And they will bring these new astronauts from their spaceship. Yeah.
We're
from their spaceship out towards the staging ground.
We are replaying the moment just a few moments ago, that rocket booster taking off. And Tom, the whole thing was actually a few seconds less than the 11 minutes we were expecting. We can also tell folks.
So do you...
Go ahead, Tom.
I was going to say, do you get a refund if you come down 10 minutes and 30 seconds instead of 11 minutes into the flight? I don't know. It's a pretty expensive ticket. Listen, I do think it's also worth making a point. The beauty of this system, and let's celebrate the engineering expertise here. The beauty of this system is it is a reusable rocket. They're going to turn that rocket booster around, and the space capsule also will be reused.
Very close to the capsule. It means that there's not.
And we're watching those SUVs pull up to the capsule here.
What do you think?
And presumably in just a few moments, we are going to see four very happy, very excited folks.
That's how they can get to it so quickly. They start moving even before it landed based on the prediction of landing. We use weather balloons that we launched throughout the morning, and that gives us a very good idea of where it will land, which is within 1,000 feet. What you're seeing that they're doing right now is Kevin Sprogue, crew member 7, is just making sure everybody is okay and gives them a thumbs up. They're also grounding the vehicle. When you go into space, you could accumulate pretty significant electric charge. That's actually why we prefer that the astronauts not get out themselves so that we can ground the vehicle of static charge, which can be quite strong.
Excellent, and I think there that Kevin Sprague, our crew member 7, has given the thumbs up for all of our astronauts that are on board there. Again, Jeff Bezos, Mark Bezos, Wally Funk, and Oliver Damon. What an incredible day. You heard them on the audio. Best day ever. I mean, I feel like this is our best day ever, and we didn't even get to go up to space. I mean, what a day. Again, congratulations to the entire Blue team, our astronaut crew, and of course the friends and family of these incredible astronauts. They're just about to exit the capsule here. Let's wait for that moment. There you see Jeff in the window.
Oh, there you are.
Felix is up here. All right, guys, what we do, ladies? I got a main line in front of the hatch. There's the main parachute line in front of the hatch.
Just moving one of the main parachute lines to make sure it doesn't snag the hatch when it opens.
And there's Jeff. Thumbs up.
CC safe, Jimmy.
You heard there, the CC is safe.
No, I got it. No, it's not open.
Confirm. Okay, you can go live. Go to the camera.
Jimmy!
Gary, the architect of New Shepard, congratulations to you, man.
Congratulations.
Give me a hug. This is just, what a day. Again, thank you everybody for joining us live for our first human flight of New Shepard. Our 4 astronauts went to space and back, topping over 350,000 feet, well over 100 kilometers. They've come back down safely. We're just waiting here for egress. Our crew is going to get out of the capsule and meet their families back here on the ground. Of course, their families that have provided so much support since they were little kids and dreamt of this to this day and this moment.
Okay, where's Christina and Mar? Let me
know when everybody's there.
We're doing Mar and Mary. Get in here, Mar.
Hi, Caitlin, you ready? Family, are we ready? Oh my God.
Your dad has been around. Oh my God. Congratulations. You gotta get up there, sweetheart. Oh my God, it was so great.
What a day again here, a successful launch and landing of the New Shepard rocket and crew capsule with our first human flight crew there, Jeff Bezos, Mark Bezos, Oliver Damon, and Wally Funk.
And they are back on the ground.
And their families
Hugs
there,
and high fives
giving big
all
hugs
around
all around.
there in
What
West
a moment,
Texas.
so much
Former NASA
support.
astronaut Mike Massimino is with me as well. Mike is also a senior advisor for space programs at the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum here in New York. And Mike, you watched it all unfold as well with me here. What do you make of it?
Well, first off, thanks for having me. Really thrilled to be here with you, and amazing what we just saw. I think that this is a great accomplishment. We're for the team at Blue Origin able to pull this off. They had 15 successful flights before this, 3 successful flights of tests of their escape system, and now they got people on board, and Jeff Bezos takes the first ride. So I think it's pretty exciting. I think it opens up opportunities not only for people. I'm also a professor at Columbia. Some of my students have had an experiment fly already on the New Shepard spacecraft. So I think it's going to open up opportunities and more access to space, and very exciting what Blue Origin has planned for the future as well.
Mr. Costello, we know that there is going to be a news conference of some sort here roughly an hour and a half from now, so reporters will get to ask some questions of the civilian astronauts. What do we know about what happens after this?
They will have, well, first of all, they're going to have some family time, reunited with friends and family right here on the ground, do that privately, and then they have a series, after the news conference, they have a series of one-on-one interviews with the media. I'll just, a couple of points here. First of all, this isn't really as much about a billionaire going to space in the terms of Jeff Bezos any more than it was really about Richard Branson. It's about this new chapter in allowing anybody eventually to experience seeing the Earth from beyond that, that Kármán line between the atmosphere and space, and providing people really what they hope is kind of a rounding experience, a human experience, and gain a greater appreciation for where we are, for this planet that we are on, and it's only us, right? We're out here in the middle of nowhere in the universe. I would also make the point, it is a very comfortable 75 degrees on the ground here in West Texas, and it normally can get up to 110. The locals here are talking about the fact they cannot believe we're having such wonderful weather here. Yesterday it was only in the 80s. So fantastic weather and a beautiful day to land here in West Texas. Also, by the way, we had a security and a safety briefing here on the ground before this whole thing started. And the director of security for Blue Origin, a very serious guy, said, look out for the rattlesnakes, the scorpions, the tarantulas, and the tornadoes. So beyond that, have a great time. So, you can imagine that I think all the rattlesnakes were scared away when that thing landed in the sand.
A few moments ago, it also appeared as if someone remembered to bring the champagne to the party there in the desert in West Texas. Mae Jemison is back with me as well. Mae, here we are in 2021. We've just seen 4 civilians head into space. The second time in 9 days we've seen something like this. Where are we going to be 10 years from now, Mae Jemison, if you had to guess?
Wow, that's a big guess for me, Craig. I think that where we're going to be is where I hope we'll be, is that the excitement about space exploration continues, and we will steadfastly continue to support the incredible work that governments do in space exploration, because this is very clearly and rightfully built on work that was from 1961 on in terms of getting humans in space. And so we're able to have a confidence in Blue Origin and what they do because a lot of the big, heavy lifting was already done. The commercial industry brings a wealth of engineering and innovation to move things forward. So I hope what we're doing is we'll see this continued process where it's not, we haven't sort of said it's only commercial, it's only private industry, but we continue to support the work that NASA does, whether it's long-range space exploration or going back to the moon, and also putting in the work with commercial industry. So in 10 years, perhaps we'll see the ticket prices come down, we'll see more people involved, we'll see more payloads involved, and we will be back on the moon one way or the other.
And that feels like the perfect period to our coverage this morning. Blue Origin soared into space. It was there for roughly 10 and a half minutes from touchdown to takeoff. Those 4 civilians, Jeff Bezos, Mark Bezos, Wally Funk, Oliver Damon, all safely back on this planet right now. We will be hearing from them in just a bit. But for now, that concludes our coverage of the Blue Origin space launch. I'm Craig Melvin here in New York. Thank you for watching.